They never learn, do they?
Oh, big guy. Okay, we are back in the Harrows, looks like. Yes. There's a game crash, so had to reload, but everything loaded up pretty nicely.
They're not yet over your accusations, it seems.
Who isn't? Oh, yeah, they're burning some stuff down there. Lammy, you doing okay?
Think about the end of this speech.
He's gonna make a speech? Oh, I guess maybe he's the new leader?
Banishers, you are a sight for sore eyes. And I do admit my eyes are sore.
Lamentation. Or are you the Honorable Mr. Haskell now?
Are we interrupting?
Yes, you are. But your interruption is the latest of many. Things are not going well.
Maybe you can help us with something, though.
We found a page ripped from a book. Here, do you recognize it?
Let me see. Is this from the Majestus riddles? Yes, it seems to be. Why would you bring me one mildewed page from an amusing but harmless little book?
Why would you fail to disclose that you'd given another ritual to another friend?
It was a long time ago. I said after Caleb I'd distribute no more rituals, and that's what I've done. Not done.
We know. But we're looking for Grace Pennington now, and we were hoping you'd help us find her.
Who?
Really, boy?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mistress Antea. You said Grace's name, and it is my reflex to protect her.
Right.
Ever heard of someone named Seeker?
Seeker? No. Sounds like a title, like my true pursuer. This Seeker... Is she Grace? Is she alive? Do you know where she is?
We think she's Grace. We hope she's still alive. We're trying to find out.
We think she's hidden herself away behind your dissimulation spell.
Then you'll need to unravel it. Shouldn't be too difficult once you're armed with the salient facts.
Okay, when was the last time you saw her? I'm guessing years and years ago.
When was the last time you saw Grace Pennington?
It had to be a few days after I brought her the cloaking ritual. When I returned to visit, the hut had disappeared. Which makes sense now that I think of it.
That's it? You never again tried to find your best friend, your only friend.
Well, you see, some weeks later, the first whispers of witchcraft started to fly about town. I kept my head down, and Grace was better off out of it. I was right. And I'm glad she escaped. Strange to think of her again after so long.
Okay.
How does the ritual work?
It creates illusions so effective that they deceive even the keenest eye. There are more effective cloaking spells, but the Majestus riddles do have a simple elegance.
The short version, please, ending with how we break it.
Yes, of course. To achieve that, all you need is the caster's full name and the symbol used to make fast the illusion.
Grace Pennington and a triangle pointing downwards.
Well then, now all you need is a simple counterspell from the same book and... Oh my.
What now?
I'm afraid I left my copy in the Araloo. In the void.
That's just great.
Just great.
Yes, but in my defense, once you've retrieved the book, dispelling Grace's illusion will be like a walk in the park, comparatively speaking.
Okay.
We overheard you. What are you working on?
I, to my horror, am working on a speech. It's terrible. I don't even know where to start.
Ooh, again, another choice. Which would you guys say? That he could figure it out himself, speak of forgiveness, or speak of past mistakes? I'm honestly inclined to just leave him to his own devices here.
You're a big boy. You'll figure it out.
I appreciate your confidence, though I admit I do not share it.
What's going on here, Lamentation Haskell?
Nothing's going on here, not really. All right. Folk despair. They've lost trust in my father. They finished the meeting house, but... well, people talk and foolish people shout. In their wisdom, the flock decided that we were heretics, or worse. They took down the wards, burned our books, and then set fire to our house.
They're afraid. Can you blame them?
No, it was inevitable. If anything, I blame myself for failing to see it coming. Without the wards, the situation worsens, and folk blame my father.
Would they be wrong?
Right or wrong, spectres walk once more, and we need the services of a banisher. Or two. If you can bring people peace, I doubt they'll be grateful. But I shall.
Who ordered the books burned?
I don't know. Does it matter? It was chaos. I brought my father to safety out of their sight. When I came back the next day, it was like nothing had happened. The pyre was cooling. All my ghost's wards were destroyed. No one said a word. Funny thing is, they did not find the books I'd already borrowed from my father's shelves. If they had, I'd now be dead.
Thank you for your help.
Could you tell Grace that I'm still her friend? I'd be glad to see her again.
Once we found her, we'll be glad to tell her.
Poor lad.
We have failed. We have failed. I have...
Why?
More work to do.
The tension here helps no one, especially not us. I wonder if ghosts still linger. Words have power. The right speech at the right moment can change the world.
I heard General Count von Starenberg speak to his troops once. He didn't look like much, but when he spoke, what the hell happened here?
A house burned down, or was burnt down.
Oh. This is the second.
Come on then. Talk to me. Don't hold back.
I haunt you as a ghost, and you act as though that's normal. I'm dead, and I'm not all right. I'm not all right at all, but you pretend not to see it. That makes me angry. And it makes me sad.
I never wanted that.
I know, but it still felt that way.
That Antea is mad and sad, it appears. So we have to go in here. Are we going up or down? We have to go down. So we'll call on the elevator. This is going to be a long journey back down. It'll be okay, Antea. We will free your soul eventually. Whoa, what is going on here?
The incarnate is hidden away here. Stains bar the path. Can't hide now.
Go there, corrupted weeds.
Oh yeah, this thing. So one there. And then one where?
No, I'd almost fancy my own garden.
Trust me, you don't want a garden.
Get ourselves some free loot. That was it. Okay, into the void. So yeah, our tuning fork works just fine here, just not at Ceridian's Island for some reason.
Okay, shite. Look, I couldn't talk about it.
Couldn't talk about what?
You accused me of pretending not to see that you're dead.
That's how I feel, Red. You have to accept it.
I couldn't face your death. I admit that. I rely on you. Your presence reassures me. I dread your absence. I can barely bring myself to think about it. I don't wish to deny your pain. No. I've just tried to deal with mine.
Wow. That's... I hadn't thought of it that way. Thank you for your honesty.
They're both in pain. Okay, Lamentation's hideaway is over here.
They never learn, do they?
Oh, big guy. No, thank you. You. We're not messing around anymore. Okay, not far now. Right. Somewhere here is his book. Is this it?
Our book isn't here.
Our book might be up there.
I might need some help.
I might be able to give it.
Alright, how do we get up there? From here? Aha!
This looks like Lammy's stuff. Only more scattered.
Even with the void shifting, the book should be around here somewhere.
Trismegistus. You know, that word. The riddles. Symbol downward pointing triangle. This symbol means balance, simplicity, solidity. Not really used by the demonology school of magic, this symbol will be preferred to those witches, women who call themselves scientists. It is mainly used for illusions or any other spell that deceives the primary senses. To undo this kind of spell, focus on the origin of the spell and order the spell to be undone on behalf of the caster. Also, specify what the spell should undo and what meaning it should release from the spell.
Got it. That seemed a little too easy.
We have the symbol we need. Let's go back to the mountain and find her hiding place.
Oh, that's what happened. That piece broke off. Help me out. Oh no.
Did you hear that?
First things first, Red. Where do you think you're going?
What the heck is that thing? Okay, you are not very friendly.
Fancy a race?
Banish him.
I'm not gonna stay down.
Ouch.
Moves like a shot.
Take the wisp.
Hey! More fun. You go, you wee bastard.
Oh, the crows.
Come back here! It's stronger now. Brace yourself.
Oh, that was nice. And I got a Scourge accretion out of that. Ethereal bone fragment. What? I'm scared to actually know. Yes, jump through. Let's get out of here. Okay, where do we do this? Above? It might be outside as well.
This is it. Seeker is behind this wall.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Antea. I would have walked right by that.
Let the veil of unknowing be lifted. Let us see through the eyes of Grace Pennington.
Whoa. That's a fancy trick. What is she hiding? Her grief, maybe?
Ceridian?
You're surprisingly slow, even for a banisher. You're late. Or early.
At last we find you.
Missed me that much, did you? You could have hurried. You always think you have more time, and suddenly you don't.
It wasn't in vain. We have come far and learned much.
I hope so. But don't think you have it all figured out. You're still banishers, after all.
We are indeed, Grace.
So, you know.
We know.
When I asked if you'd known Deborah Comenius, you denied it. Why?
Seeker never met Deborah. Grace did. I am no longer Grace, and I don't like to speak for her. Deborah was Grace's teacher. She encouraged her to be herself, to become who I am now. They did not know one another, but without Deborah, I'd have never met Ceridian. And with Ceridian, my entire life changed. Deborah suffered terribly, and the fate she met was exactly the fate I fled. I accept it now. I accept it all. Ceridian has left a hollow, and I am called to fill it. I accept. I am ready for my role in this world. Are you ready for yours?
What's the rule? We have to go back.
The time has come for us to go back to New Eden and face the nightmare.
Yes. Balance must be restored. You must face your fate and end the curse.
Ceridian said the only way back was through the void. But the pond seemed broken. We need your help.
Of course you do.
We're listening.
Remember Ceridian's words. If you were to defeat the nightmare, your hearts must be open to each other. No barriers. Your bond must be strong.
We've never been stronger.
This void breach is not like the others. This one leaks. This one sits at the rotten core of the entire region. You must leave whatever still burns in your hearts at the threshold. If you don't, the void will kill you.
Do you know where in New Eden Town the void shall lead us?
The trick is to focus on your happiest memories and let them take you there. At least that's how it's always worked for me.
We'll try.
And when at last you succeed, I too shall return to New Eden Town. I shall see you there.
But how are you going to get there? Through the void behind us?
We'll take our leave.
Bring peace to this troubled land and your troubled hearts, my friends. I know it's not easy to hear, especially when it's me saying it.
On the contrary.
Thank you, Seeker. We'll do our best.
The Ethereal Braid. Ensnare duration is increased by 30%, but ensnare cooldown is increased by 30%.
What's that?
That is not your concern.
Sorry. Seeker. Pushing us around.
They've seen better days.
As have we all.
Oh, it's like a garden. It's got a nice little camp nestled up
I like the
here.
new place a lot better than the old one.
I was a different person then.
What has she got? The mystery about Old Mosshead. And Roanoke. To this day, my exploration of the New World has been a succession of disappointment and frustration. Despite months of searching through the colonies and contrary to the hypotheses I had formulated after studying John White's report, I found no traces of vault gods or any other type of vampire. Roanoke Island turned out to be deserted and abandoned, even by its native population. Continuing my investigation further north, I tried to find this mysterious crescent island, which according to local sailors had recently vanished. Once again, my search proved fruitless. Despite my most recent maps, there was no island to be found, and I was left with the strangest feeling, as if a malignant willpower soared upon the water to divert approaching ships. Everything here is so different from European society, even if rooted in the same occult traditions. Still, I am convinced that terrible mysteries lurk upon these unknown coasts and lands. Everywhere I go, under the veneer of faith and purity so typical of the New World colonies, I read traces of occult and devil presence. I have compiled in these pages the fruit of my research and observations, hoping they will help other brothers in the years to come. For more than ever, I have remained convinced that the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole needs more local watchers capable of cross-referencing information. We must keep a watchful eye on the phenomena that have already taken place or will soon take place here. If they are not already hiding among mortals, it won't be long until the blood drinkers settle here. Our watchers must investigate and report any sign of implementation before deciding if we shall call for a ban of the dragon. As soon as I am back in England, I will ask for volunteers amongst our brothers to settle in these oversea colonies and discreetly pursue our sacred mission. Lucius Raspberry, Primate of St. Paul, 1665.
This will be useful.
Okay, well, it does look like we have to go back, and we will go back. Back to New Eden, back to where this started. In the next episode of Banishers, I will call it the finale and endeavor to end the nightmare, to lift the curse on New Eden, to ascend Antea and give her the peace that she so rightly deserves, and hopefully give Red some peace as well. And with that, I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time